Alright, so we're back. We ran out of foam last weekend, so I ordered some more during the week and it's turned up. We super prompt service, so that was pretty handy. Got another two froth pack 650s. Another two of these bad boys. So this is definitely not a how-to, but if there's anything that I learned from my mistakes was when you buy it, if you're doing what I'm doing, I'm spraying these are a wide fan, the blue ones. They're awesome. They are for doing what I'm doing. The wide fan works really well, and the clear ones, these ones, are a narrow fan. These ones are a narrow fan, and with the narrow fan, it's super narrow, so it doesn't spread very well. And from what I learned, I used a lot of material for doing that. So I've ordered another two kits. 1.5 turned up, the other one's coming Friday. So today, and one other thing that's super important that I learned as well is you want to keep these bottles warm. So just like any gas, and as you start pulling gas out, it gets cold, and then once it gets cold, seems like the pressure dropped and didn't work very well. So got it in front of Mr. Heater, get them bottles up to temp, and will be a good thing. So today I'm here by myself, so I'm gonna start up on top of the mezzanine there, because that's pretty accessible by myself, and get into it, get this insulation done hopefully this weekend, and onto the floors. And once the floors are done, we can pretty much have winter then. It doesn't matter what happens after that. Everything else can be done in the cold, so we can do some cars and do some fun stuff. But yeah, we'll knuckle down, keep going, and hope you enjoy. Righto, I didn't do any time lapse there, but I was just going to show you what ended up getting completed. Been up there for the last half a day. Pretty much got everything covered, loaded up quite hard in the centre here. I've got that one more insulation coming, and I'll anywhere that's low, I'll load that up, and we'll call it good. It's actually a super nice day today, so I got the door open, so that's pretty sweet. The next major project is starting to fill the cracks. I did do this during the week. Yeah, I didn't video any of it. It's not that exciting. We basically bought some concrete patcher and crack filler. So yeah, I've loaded up all the cracks. There was a few decent sized cracks, and then the floor had started sinking over here as well. So I've built that up probably 2 inches. It's probably needs a little bit more. So I'll load that up with some floor leveler now. I'll probably concrete it and then load it with floor leveler. And then I want to fill all these cracks or expansion joints. I actually want to fill them. It's probably not what you're meant to do, but I don't really care. It's going to be way nicer for rolling cars around on dollies and stuff. So it's getting filled. If it cracks later, it cracks later. So I'll clean up some of this mess we got laying around and get into it. So yeah, basically fill all these cracks. Probably just fill these cracks with concrete, probably, or floor level. I don't actually know yet, one or the other. And then once that's done, we'll get the floor grinder in and grind this whole floor, and then we're going to just 2-pack epoxy it. And so yeah, that's pretty much going to be this long weekend here. And I really want to get close to at least get the floor grinder organised and get into it. So see how we go. Hope you enjoy. So that's a quick time lapse of what we've been doing here. Pretty much just get all these cracks filled, let the floor level out, and then we're going to hire a floor grinder, grind all this smooth and get some epoxy on there. Like he's definitely going to put a footprint in this somewhere. He already did one here. Thanks, Lakey. Luckily that's all getting ground out, so it doesn't really matter. But that's what we're doing. I'll probably not going to do any more time lapse of that. It's pretty much that's what we're going to do here. I'll show you the next step. So we've been grinding in here for the last, literally grinding in here for the last day and a half. Corey gave us a hand for a day, which I was super thankful for, because it's not the most exciting job. He was on the vacuum and I was on the grinder. But we've finished. The 24-hour period was up. I'm pretty happy with how the floors have come up. We got I've basically just ground the whole floor for probably the third pass. It's come up pretty sweet. So I've got a couple of hours of vacuuming now. So I'll vacuum all this up, then trim up foam around the outside, and then epoxy time, baby. So hopefully we can get some epoxy on before this weekend's over. It'd be nice even just to do the car storage behind us that you can see there. If I can get just half, or it's probably a third of the shop done, if I could get that done before I go to bed tonight, that'd be pretty amazing. But we'll see how we go. It's been a very productive weekend, so super stoked with the progress. And yeah, it's a bit more cleaning up and epoxy, and we'll be wrapping up this one as well. Well, in true drifter spirit, last minute, we're just in time. We had a bit of snow last night, not a lot, but the barn is officially ready for winter. It's not ready to work, but it's ready for winter. We had a nice day yesterday. I didn't record anything it was all pretty boring stuff. Loki, come on. And we figured we'd get the old super long-term project. We get that in the barn while there's no snow, just in case it does come soon. It's probably going to be a bit painful dealing with that. So got that thing in the barn, and mezzanine's 100% built, floors 100% built, finished, heater finished. There was a few other projects that we did want to do, like finishing the walls and just finishing stuff, to be honest, but I want to go drifting next year and not spend all my money on this barn. So we're going to leave most of that stuff. We're going to do what needs to get done, which you'll see in the next couple of videos. I'll pretty much prioritise what I really need to work in here. We'll get that done, and then hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks we'll be on to working on cars and making a list for next season. So here's the finished floor. I'm super happy with it. Whole lot come out like that. It's all sealed, all finished. So we can call that job good. So if winter comes, floor's cured, we're stoked. So thanks for watching this one, guys. That'll be the end, and then we might get onto some shelving next. It's an interesting subject, but we'll see it on the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.